What's up guys, it's the gaming news stuff here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make a basic Minecraft intro in After Effects and Cinema 4D. So something like this one here. So it's actually pretty basic to do, doesn't take much, like incredible amount of effort, so let's get into it. So open up Cinema 4D, come over, grab, I don't know, whatever rig you might have. I'm using FMR 5.0. I'd say it's my favorite rig for like walking and everything. Chuck him in, and then what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and open up Mineways. That's if you want an actual Minecraft background, which I want. So I'll just open up this one and grab just a little section here. And file, I'll set the terrain file. I'll just keep it as normal Minecraft. And export for rendering. Call it tutorial or whatever you feel like calling it. And then that's good. So what we've got to do then is open. Probably shouldn't have dragged the file of the character in, but that's not too much of a deal. It didn't take up much time. Go into Mineways, go down to tutorial, open, have the scale as 1000, because most Minecraft rigs are set to 1000. Like they scale well with it. So once that's open, come in here, go to texture over here, and in that same folder, click on tutorial RGB in color, set this to none and specular off, come into here, alpha, turn alpha on, and then come back into the texture and RGBA, which is RGB alpha, set that to none, and then you have some very basic landscape. As you can see, I'm not going to do too much detail in this, but you guys can put a lot more in. Now, I'm personally going to delete the grass and these, and I might keep the flowers. But yeah, so this is our basic little area that will have our intro going on. So, now drag in your rig. As you can see, he's right here. We'll chuck him just here, I suppose. Make sure he's actually on the floor. There we go. And as you can see, looks like Minecraft, kind of. Now, the first thing I like to do, it's a matter of preference, but is add a physical sky. What that does is give a lot more, see, it added shadows, gave some light, made it look like it's actually something going on around here. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my character, turn on auto keyframing, and I'm basically going to just keyframe a walking animation at the moment. So I'll come, actually I'll show you guys about that, that might speed it up. But yeah, so I'm going to move him forward 50, and then go back to beginning, keyframe the foot, and then move the foot forward to about there, and on here, going to lower the body so he gets a bent leg. I'm going to keyframe that. Now in between these two, I want to raise that up so that he's actually stepping, as you can see, and then continue it for the second one. So we can come across to there, and then move this one to there, and in between, raise it up, have this foot keyframed there so that it doesn't move, and then again come over to 30, moving forward. It's a matter of preference, so moving forward 50. You can make him walk slower obviously by moving him a different speed or a different distance, but it's not a big deal, I don't think. keyframe that. So, as you can see, we have a plain walking motion for our intro at the moment. He kind of just looks like he's crouching. So, we'll add a bit more jump to his step. So, I'm going to raise him up there, raise him up there, and raise him up there. He still looks a bit off, so going to rotate the body forward and lift the head up, and then we get some arm swing. So again, like the legs, set a keyframe for each of them at 0. Oop, turn that off. And then when he starts walking, have this one come back a bit, and this one come forward a little bit. And then 20. Set this one as forward, and this one is back just a little bit, because when you're walking you don't swing your arms like a madman, I hope. And then bring it back, and bring this one forward. So as you can see here, it's a bit of a decent walk. He's probably got his legs too far spread out, but it looks like he's walking angrily actually. So what we might do is we'll set his eyeballs. These aren't eyeballs, these are eyebrows. If I can click on it, which apparently I can't. I just turn the physical sky off for now. There we go. Set him as an angry bloke. Right there. Now that's going to happen as time goes, as you can see. So I'm going to drag this back here, so that I'll do it for this one as well, so that he's angry the entire time, and dun dun dun. Then we can set his face, give him a bit of a, I don't know, just a bit of a upraised lip, like that, so that he looks angry. And as you can see now, when I make him walk, he does look a bit like he's walking in an angry fashion. Angry. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'll chuck in a creeper. So what I use for the creeper is Creeper Rig. It is by BYK Jaya. So this is the rig I use because it's got built-in blink and explosion, which obviously makes it a lot easier to animate in the long run. So we'll drag our creeper up here, chuck him just next to where the guy stops. So he's going dun dun dun. And then we want him to punch the creeper. I've never really done a punching animation, but actually no, sorry. We will give the guy, turn auto keyframing off just quickly, we'll give him a sword in his right hand. Give him a golden sword. There we go. Now set the scale of that up, not down, up to there. And then what we'll have, turn auto keyframing back on, is at this point, so he's just stopped walking, and then we'll have him swing his arm out. So out like this, up and a bit in. So he's gone like that, and we want that to be I don't really want to rotate it that way, but apparently that's what we're doing. Like that. And then we want to come in like that with some rotation. And we might actually move the creeper about there. No, not actually move, but about there. And then we want it to go whoosh. Oh, that looks like crap. So we'll have it so that by this time it's already rotated. Actually, by this time I kind of want it almost rotated. Stabs the creeper, so he goes whoosh. Again, this is very basic, just showing you guys the basic principles of it. And then once he stabs the creeper, we'll go in here, turn explosion on off, so there, and then we'll set this to there. So he's going to stab it. Actually, we might set that forward a tiny bit more. Then we'll set the blink here, and then there, and then set the blink up to there, and then explode. So this is currently how it looks. Stalks up to him, stab, poof, explodes. And I might then, what I did with the last one, same type of idea, I'll chuck a Motex into the scene. Name it, obviously put whatever you want in there. Name. And we'll increase this. Make it a Minecraft font, I suppose. There we go. And then what I'll do is I'll drag this to here. And I'm going to drag the size, set the point to middle. Drag the size down to like about there. And then all I have to do is chuck it in Mr. Creeper's head so that it's not visible. And then as he blows up, we want the text to go from not visible to nice and big right there. Oh, that didn't work. So at that point we want it to be really small, and then poof, a name comes up. Now we might make this guy fall backwards when the creeper explodes. So as he hits, I want this guy to go, turn this on, give you global movement, and I want him to go back and rotate. Actually, before I do that, I want to set keyframe here, and then we can go back and rotate and there, so that he goes, kind of want that to go slightly later, so he goes, and then this slightly more forward, and then we'll grab his body, move it back some more. Basically we just need him to fly off screen, we don't need him to hit the ground if we don't want him in the scene. So I might just fling him out there so that this is how it looks. He goes dump 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 dump, stab, and flies off. And then we'll just add some, I don't know, some basic texture to our Minecraft word. So I'll just add like a red, oh wow, no, sorry, a red to the Motex, and then like a dark grey. Whoop. That isn't dark grey. That's really, I don't want that size. Does that look dark grey to anyone? Oh, that's why, I've still got auto keyframing on, don't worry. So what I'll do is I'll delete that texture because it's annoying. That's the only problem about auto keyframing. It can sometimes give you keyframes on all this random shit that you don't want keyframes on. But it's also really helpful when you're at, oh, nope, again, drag it onto there. And then in selection, just type in C1. and then go to the Motex, give it some fillet caps, and then as you can see, that looks pretty good. It's just kind of floating there. And then we'll have a camera in here so that we can move it around, and we'll set it to just at the default here. Boom, 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 stab. And then when he flies back, we'll set it there. And then we can just basically rotate the camera around the word. There. Chuck this up. And then that's probably going to be really fast. So what I'm going to do is I'll grab all of these, and then this little thing here, spread it out to like there. So then, let's watch it again. Walks up, stabs the creeper, and then moves around. Still really fast, so I might set that up to 200 frames. And then click and drag and move them all. Now, blown away. Moves around the text. And yeah, so that's pretty much how our intro is going to look so far. And then we'll go into After Effects and add a bunch of effects to it. So I'll teach you guys my normal render settings. So I like 1080p, so 1920 by 1080 as the size. And then all frames, or you can set whatever frames you want if you're not using them all or you want to render part of it. So there, come into save, change it to PNG, and then when you choose where you want to save it, make a new folder for it, name it tutorial intro, open, and then intro tut, click save. Now what that's going to do is render it out as separate PNG sequences, so an image per frame, and then I'll show you guys how to get that all into one place once it's rendered out, so that it's actually a video and not just 200 images, you know what I mean, or 179 images, so all frames, sorry. And then that's pretty much all the render settings we need. So what we're going to have is it basically looking like this, and then just like that, fully rendered through the whole thing. And that reminds me, once you change the pixels, so like 1920 by 1080, you might have to adjust the camera because it zooms it in. So move that out to there, and then that one to there. I'll put the I'll try and remember to put the links to all the rigs and everything that I use in the description. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the After Effects part once this is fully rendered.